Hello and good morning. I'm very excited to be here today. I hope everyone had breakfast because I am here to talk about food and how it can get to you faster, more efficiently, and what we think might just be in a little bit more of a fun way. So Uber started 10 years ago, and in 2009, and my personal story at Uber started just over 5 years ago when I was pregnant with my first child. I needed a reliable way to get home, and riding public transportation in San Francisco was something that I didn't feel comfortable with as my stomach got bigger and bigger. So I started using Uber every day, and my story of needing reliable transportation is like so many others. And since Uber's inception, we've logged 10 billion trips, and we do 15 million trips every day. Today, Uber is more than just ride-sharing or UberX. We have Uber Pool. We have new mobility, so think jump bikes and scooters. And yesterday, of course, we announced Copter. And in addition to moving people, we move things as well. So things like food. All of these options have one thing in common. They use the power of our technology platform, and you're going to hear a lot more about our platform today, to make moving people and things much more efficient. So I'm now going to talk about Uber Eats, how we came to be, and what our premise is to the consumer, and why this is an exciting area of innovation, and why Uber Eats has decided to partner with Uber Elevate. So why food? You might be asking, transportation, logistics, cities, food might seem like an interesting jump. Well, food, like transportation, is something that people interact with every single day. Consumers are demanding a heightened level of convenience, and they're spending more on restaurant food than they are at grocery stores. We are seeing this in that nearly a third of millennials are ordering food delivery every single week. And so this translates into a digital meets physical experience for our restaurant partners, and we are effectively enabling food e-commerce. Restaurant operators surveyed say that 80% of delivery sales are incremental to that of in-store. 80%. We launched Uber Eats 3.5 years ago, and today we serve millions of customers around the world who now have access to thousands of meals for all occasions in any location at the same click of a button convenience that Uber was able to offer on the ride-sharing side. Our mission is to make eating well effortless every day for everyone. So today, Eats is live in over 520 cities and 42 countries. We are so incredibly proud to work with over 220,000 restaurant partners globally, restaurants from big chains to local favorites, and we have an industry-leading delivery time of 30 minutes. So this 30 minutes means from the time you request the food to the time you receive the meal. All of this is translated into a higher level of convenience for the consumers, more business for restaurants, couriers, and a big business for Uber as well. So you might be wondering who is actually getting food delivered. I talked a little bit about millennials. And this premise of food delivery is not just for millennials, but it's for the young and old, urban and suburban. So take Australia. We talked a little bit about Australia yesterday. Our brand awareness is the highest among all food delivery services like Domino's Pizza, and the brand awareness for Uber Eats is also the highest among food businesses. So think about that. In a place like Australia, people are interacting with Uber Eats every month, every week, every day. And we are so proud of Eats as a business because it shows what leveraging the Uber platform can really mean. Last year, in 2018, Uber Eats did $8 billion of gross bookings. So I started off telling you a little bit about my personal story of how I came to Uber as a consumer. I fell in love with the service, and I decided to join Uber, and that's why I'm here. 4 years after joining Uber, I'm so proud of Eats as a business. It's something that we are incredibly proud of in terms of a business we've been able to build on top of the Uber platform. And so now, 2 months later, after having my third baby, Uber is still redefining convenience for me. What was once reliable rides is now reliable ways to simplify the everyday and my family's daily meals. And so for those of you who've got busy lives, going off to different interests or classes after work, if it's weekends and managing soccer practices, just think about what having food coming to you can mean. Or last night, after the party, my colleagues and I ordered Ethiopian food. We heard there's great Ethiopian food in DC. And we ordered Ethiopian food to our hotel that we shared in the lobby. This was at 11:30 last night. So there are so many new ways that Eats can redefine convenience to the consumer, and I experience this every day in my life. Key to this convenience is that 30 minutes. And so when we say 30-minute average delivery time, again, this is from when you request the food to when you receive it. Last night when we tried it out at 11:30, it was 27 minutes. Request to receive. That is phenomenal. And we've been able to do that by leveraging this deep technology expertise, a very good understanding of how the cities work, thanks to our rides business, and really leveraging this power of the platform. We think we can do more. And we want to continue to leverage the advantage of the Uber platform to drive forward the customer experience. So customers to us means not just the eaters or the consumers like me last night with my colleagues, not just our restaurant partners, but our courier partners as well. For eaters, this means lowering the cost of deliveries by being more efficient and offering more choice. For our restaurant partners, this means giving them access to a larger customer base. We're able to do this through technology and technology tools, which help drive efficiency in the handoffs, efficiency in the details, efficiency in the accounting. And through this, we're able to help grow our restaurant partners' businesses. For our courier partners, this means flexible work with pay that matches the amount of effort, seamless pickups, navigation, and drop-offs that make trips stress-free. So how do we make more happen? How do we continue innovating on this space? I talked a lot about the consumer experience, about the efficiency that we think we can drive, and how we've already leveraged the Uber technology platform to get there. In terms of what's next, this is where Elevate comes in. So when I heard about the Elevate team's work, I knew I had to reach out to Luke to see if there was a way to innovate on the delivery infrastructure. And by innovating on this delivery infrastructure, we're able to give eaters easier, quicker access to good food options. More eaters means helping restaurants reach more customers. And more customers means couriers can run faster, more efficient routes, lowering the overall cost per drop, and around and around and around that flywheel we go. We think drone delivery presents an opportunity to dramatically improve that customer experience and further extend Uber as a platform. And today, we are so excited to reveal our first steps towards turning that vision into commercial reality. We're working in partnership with Uber Elevate and McDonald's, our first partner in testing drone delivery. Now I'm excited to welcome to the stage Luke Fischer, head of Elevate Flight Operations, to walk through the work we've done together over the last year. Thank you.
Please welcome Luke Fischer, head of Flight Operations, Uber Elevate.
All right, thanks, Liz. It's awesome seeing such a close-up shot of my face like that. It's great. So Liz wants to deliver by drone, which is great. But the question we ask ourselves is, why has no one done this yet? And why doesn't this picture exist today? So I'm going to talk to you about that. So Tech companies have been talking about and investing in drones since 2013 and before that, but there hasn't been a product brought to scale yet. And there's three reasons why that drone delivery has essentially been blocked from doing this at a large scale, where you see over San Diego, multiple drones in close proximity to each other. So let's talk about that. First, it's unclear what the best use case is for drone delivery. The goods have to be something people want immediately, they have to be light, and they have to be able to be carried by small aircraft. Second, even if you had the goods that should be delivered, how would you complete the delivery in a dense urban environment? And finally, even if you had a compelling use case and a way to deliver in an urban environment, there's currently no clear path to conduct drone delivery from a legal standpoint, meaning there's no definitive regulatory structure that drone delivery fits clearly under. Well, the good news is Liz just told us very clearly what we should deliver. Now let me talk to you about how we complete the delivery in dense urban environments. So there have been and continue to be many attempts at how to deliver goods direct to consumers, direct to our customers. Whether we talk about landing on mailboxes, dropping items with parachutes attached, or people's backyards, we run into this same problem. This simply doesn't work in dense urban environments where the majority of people don't have backyards, they don't have drone-capable mailboxes, and they can't receive parachutes. So according to the UN Department of Economics and Social Affairs, like Eric mentioned yesterday, 68% of the world's population is going to live in dense urban environments by 2050. So today, that number is 55%. So we at Uber, we thought about this for a while, and we had this key insight in that we don't need to get the drone direct to our customers or our consumers. We just have to get it close enough. And let me tell you why. So now this visual that plays is a representation of our delivery partner network in virtually every major city where we operate. And because of this massive network, we can solve the last 100 feet of drone delivery in these dense urban environments and get the drones close enough to the customers and have our delivery partners do the final handoff. So we realized the power of the platform and the technology exists. We just had to combine the two. So the customer experience with drone delivery, it can't regress. And the customers shouldn't have to do more work to get their food. Now, this delivery partner network provides Uber the operational flexibility to deliver to a distribution point overseen by our delivery partners, or even leverage our delivery partner vehicles, as you can see out in the atrium, as a landing site for our drones. So let's take a closer look at this in detail for a customer in La Jolla in California. So our customer in La Jolla places an order on the Uber Eats platform the same way he does today. So this sets off a choreographed sequence of events over the next 8 minutes. Seconds later, the restaurant receives the order as they do today and prepares the food. Since the drone is already on site, the food is immediately ready to be uploaded as soon as it's prepared. The drone takes off after receiving command and control instructions from our Elevate cloud services, which you'll hear about later today as well. And at that same time as the drone takes off, the nearest delivery partner is directed to a location that is safe for drone delivery. After takeoff, the drone is monitored and controlled by our Elevate cloud services that enables safe and efficient low-altitude airspace operations by providing services such as airspace design, corridors, and dynamic geofencing. So the drone then prepares for landing after onboard sensors enable a safe and seamless approach with centimeter-level accuracy. After landing, the delivery partner conducts this final handoff to the customer. So the customer receives the order in a safe and efficient way, which improves the experience through selection and speed. So we just walked through the concept for an individual customer in La Jolla, but what does this mean for our restaurant partners and our customers at scale? So let's take a look. So again, what we saw in La Jolla is great, but no one in La Jolla can get McDonald's delivered right now, but they keep telling us they want it. So this coverage map represents the hundreds of thousands of deliveries we've completed in San Diego over the past few weeks. So where the white dots show where McDonald's is available, and the blue dots represent where we do not currently deliver McDonald's because we want to ensure the highest food quality. So how do we expand this current McDonald's coverage maps seen here? Well, we've got the solution. Drone delivery. So at scale, drone delivery could expand McDonald's potential customer base for delivery. Now, we've seen what this looks like for the largest restaurant in the world, but drone delivery can also have a major impact for a beloved San Diego favorite restaurant like Juniper and Ivy. Juniper and Ivy is known for their refined and inventive menu, along with an incredible in-person restaurant experience. So they've never considered doing delivery, even takeout. However, when we approached them about doing drone delivery, they were game. So through drone delivery, we're able to open up restaurants to additional customers without negatively impacting food quality and offer our eaters and customers even more restaurants to choose from every time they turn to Uber Eats. Now, for the best part of this, none of the restaurants or customers have to change their behavior. Restaurants will prepare the food the same way, and customers will receive the food the same way. And that's where the magic exists there. So we've looked at how drone deliveries improve travel times, can expand restaurant delivery radii across a few restaurants and neighborhoods, but think about this playing out across an entire network, across our whole ecosystem of Uber Eats. So drone delivery can increase a restaurant's potential customer reach while exponentially growing the number of visible restaurants for all of our customers. So while all this is impressive, it's not the end of the story. I just talked about how we have this tremendous Uber Eats marketplace combined with a solution for the last 100 feet of delivery. But this vision is impossible to realize without a clear regulatory pathway to do it. So why are we talking about this today? It's simple. The FAA is working hard to create a pathway that will enable this kind of technology. So despite the potential customer experience improvements we can facilitate with drone delivery, we would not be pursuing this without the organization and structure of the UAS integration pilot program. So the FAA has clearly positioned itself as a global leader in integrating drones in the national airspace. So bottom line, the IPP made this actionable for us, and then combined with Liz's perfect timing, made it ideal for Uber and Uber Elevate. So here's how the IPP works. Beginning in 2017, the FAA selected 10 state, local, and tribal governments as lead participants. And these lead participants are working with private industry like ourselves to advance drone delivery initiatives. And this program is helping the US Department of Transportation and FAA create new regulations, new policies, and procedures to integrate drones in the national airspace at a large scale. And so the IPP lead participants are evaluating a variety of host of operational concepts, and some we heard yesterday. And these are public good and commercial value concepts as well. And so together, we're lucky enough to partner with San Diego as our lead participant partner. This project has given us a line of communication with the FAA that has enabled us to rapidly integrate new technology, gather data to satisfy the regulatory requirements. So looking forward, this is a two-pronged strategy for us. We're planning for the future, but operating now in order to establish a framework and structure that allows us to scale and contribute to the overall vision for Uber Eats, Uber Elevate, and the Uber customer experience. So we're designing a drone to conduct this specific mission. So the data that we have from Uber Eats allows us to design a vehicle built specifically around the payload. So what we're not doing is building a vehicle and finding a mission for it. We have the mission and are building a vehicle to support that very specific use case. So with the future in mind, we realize we also need to start now and are currently using a commercial off-the-shelf drone that will allow us to do limited commercial deliveries. In fact, just last month, we conducted an urban beyond visual line of sight delivery in partnership with San Diego State University and McDonald's. I'm also proud to say that we're in our final stages of our 135 air carrier certification. Again, this would not be possible without the FAA and the IPP program. So our team at Uber is extremely excited about what's to come in the near future because we have this incredible Uber Eats marketplace, the operational flexibility to solve the last 100 feet of delivery, and we're at this last gate for the 135 certification. And so what I'd like to do is share a short video of the work we've done in just 10 months to get to this place.
Today, we're here at San Diego State University to do the first of a series of trials in terms of actually delivering food in an integrated way with Uber Eats.
For San Diego State, this is a wonderful opportunity. And I think what this collaboration does is it makes it real. You make it see where better developments in drones, the basic research, can really change and improve people's lives.
So the first test we did last year was in a closed environment. So we just tested at a very small scale some of the core technologies that we think need to exist. And from there, we started expanding our test operations. So we went over water, which provided a challenge to the drones and the drone operators that were supporting our operations. And from there, we were able to really refine what we need and ultimately get us here to where we're operating in a very quick time, doing drone delivery over an urban environment, which is absolutely the most challenging environment to operate a drone.
So this is the first test with our partners where we're putting these pieces together. What we did is we actually demonstrated how we can start with an order originating through the Uber Eats app, accept the order, load the food into a specially designed packaging. That packaging is attached to the drone. The drone then flies a simulated delivery mission and drops off the package at the location, and then the package is delivered by the courier to the final destination. Today, we just did a very limited initial run, but we'll be building up in complexity as we get these additional approvals from the FAA over time, as we're able to then execute this simple mission, but do it in a safe, repeatable, and very reliable way.
By partnering with the FAA, we really believe that we've found a solution to be a certified 135 air carrier that not only meets all of the regulations that are required, but also means that we're operating as safely as possible and as efficiently as possible.
Within a period of a handful of months, late last year, we've been able to progress very rapidly in order to start seeing our vision for scale for the future.
Delivering in urban areas is extremely hard. Only Uber can do this because we can actually leverage our courier network to land these delivery drones on cars. Drone delivery takes the learnings that Uber has gained from our aviation initiative over the last 2 years, combining that with our Uber Eats business to really build something magical.
Uber Eats is such a big thing now. I mean, you go into any restaurant and there's 7 people waiting to pick up food to drive it to somebody's house. It's a great convenience for people. But if you could make it more convenient with drones that got there even faster, that's a phenomenal improvement for the region.